Hello, it's nice to talk to you. It's Galen's got Parkinson's. I'm going to play a sort of slightly larger Wild West game. Looking back at the other videos I've done, because I make these rules up, because I'm here on my own, I make mistakes. I add things up wrong. I give people 3 turns when they should have had 2. If I was playing with someone else, we'd correct each other. But the idea of the rules is to sort of inspire you to make up your own. I'm not anti-purchase rules, but I think there's an awful lot of fun to be had in this hobby from making your own rules, making your own maps, your own scenarios, your own campaigns. You don't have to do everything historically. You don't have to do everything that you're told. You've got your own ideas, your own way of playing. Back in the 70s, that's all we had. We didn't have all the options. Maybe there's too much now, in my sad opinion. Anyway, first, so Bass Reeves, famous US Marshal, and his native guide, Reeves, who takes him into Indian territory, has tracked down the bandit, Saul Solomon, who escaped from a raid on Four Feather Falls. He was the only one who escaped. One was taken prisoner, a couple were killed, but he got away. Anyway, they've tracked him down. Now, when they've arrived, I don't know what they're going to face. So I threw a random D6. If I got 1 or a 2, there was going to be 1 person waiting for him back at camp. 3 or 4, there was going to be 2. 5 and a 6, there was going to be 3. I threw a 5. There are 3 villains there. So Bass Reeves has only got 1 companion, and there are 4 of them. Now I'm going to dice to where the random robbers are, because obviously Bass and the Indian have crept up on them. So Solomon is at number 6. And number 6 is way over in the corner. There. Probably been out having a little scout around, see what's happening in the world. So he's right up there over that hill. You can hardly see him. The next one, this Mexican lad, 5, he's inside the headquarters, making them some fajitas. The next one, he's number 5. He's in there as well. And the final one, number 2, oh, he's over here. Perhaps he's checking the traps they've set for rabbit hares, desert hares and gophers and whatever else you find, rattlesnakes, whatever else you find out there. Bass and Reeves have managed to creep up to there without being seen, because there are sort of rocks and desert there. And Bass and Reeves have actually got character cards, and so I saw the others haven't, because they're not important. You were playing, you might do it differently. So I've let them excuse me, I've let them get to that position. So they've all got 1 experience because they've started the game. We don't know what's going to happen after that. So the next thing, I'm going to be very, very bold, because I think Bass and Reeves need to take out that building before the other guys arrive. So this is what I'm going to do. They're going to go first, because they're going to break they're going to actually break cover and alert everyone. So I'm going to go Bass first, and he's going to run. I'm going to risk I'm tempted to risk one dice. Hope it's high enough, because I can see through that door. I can see the Mexican. If I moved a bit, I might get a shot. But no, I'm going to run, get to the front of the door. I got a 7, so I've committed to that. He actually gets just off that walkway, which might not be brilliant. At which point now, Creaches is going to hold his fire. I don't want him to do anything. I want him to go on to sort of overwatch, so we can protect Bass if needs be. And I think we will say he's lying down amongst the little patch of rough ground ahead of him. So I'm going to deal with the other outlaws first. So I'm going to deal with the lad over there. He's going to run towards the trouble. 1266. Right, now we did say anyone who got that is going to get a bonus. So he's going to go here first of all, and he's still got a bonus. So I know Bass can't shoot him because he uses his 2 dice. He could risk another move because there are 2 bandits who've not gone yet. There are only 3 against Creaches. Can only take out 1. He'd be lucky if he could take out 2. So I'm going to use my bonus there to move further. Oh, that was a shambles. Omni shambles. So he pops around there. Creaches is still holding fire, and I'm going to go over to Saul Solomon. Nine. I didn't have any signal prepared for noise or anything. I mean, there's nothing particularly happened to alert him. In my head, he was coming back anyway. I don't think he was pointlessly standing out there. Oh, the 2 guys inside. Now, their most sensible action is going to be okay, he's going to use 1 dice to move right behind the door. Easy. So he's now right behind the door. He's got another dice that he can have a shot with. So he's going to have a shot at Bass. Something I haven't made clear in the past. Now, it says 2 dice. 2 actions, really. Move and fire. So he's still got a shot. His shot will be off with using 2 dice, because he's got to get 7 or more. The range is close, but pistols only goes up in 2s anyway, so yeah, it's even there. The range is still in middle range, so it would normally be 7s, so it will stay on 7s. I've got to get 7 or more. If it's a double, he needs to reload. 6. He missed. The other bandit, I got a really bad cold. I apologise for all those sniffly noises. He's going to move to the other side of the door. Oh dear. He doesn't. He only gets to probably about there. But his advantage is he's not just got a pistol, he's actually got a rifle. So he's going to shoot. Now, range with the rifle goes up in 7s. So, if it's 7 to 14, that's middle. No, that's short range. So that 7 becomes a 6. But he's firing through the door, which makes it more complicated, takes it up to a 7, and he's moving, firing from the hip, makes it an 8. So he now needs an 8, and he'll have to reload because they've all got single shotguns. 8 or more. Oh, look at that. Would you believe that? If I didn't show you that, you wouldn't believe it, would you? I think Bass is in big trouble now. So, Bass has been shot. He has no dice. He has no... Well, he's look dice, hasn't he? I'm going to have to use it, because if I don't, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have add another one to his damage, and that could just be terminal. So Baz is going to use his luck dice. He needs to get 7 or more. No, he fails. He fails. So Bass can't use his luck dice, and he's lost it. So the Mexican bandit, who got double 6, normally would now have 2 damage, and that's going to go up. First of all, we need to find out what part of the body has been hit on a D20. The higher the number, the worse the place is. But that's more true for the amount of damage. So I'm not going to add anything onto this. I don't care where I've shot him, to be honest. Right, I've shot him in the 14. And 14, referring to my chart. Oh, fingers. Now, though, I'm adding my bonus double 6 dice. And I've got 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. And it's limbs or fingers or toes. Drat. Okay, so he shot him in the hand. Left, black dice, it's his left hand. Even worse, it's his right hand, which is the hand he uses. Now I've got to throw right, D6, 1. Okay. Cannot move. No, that's not. I'm reading the wrong thing. That's not 1. Yeah, right. Okay. He basically he shot his hand and broken fingers. He hasn't lost any fingers, thankfully, but he's made a right mess of his hand. And Bass can't carry on. He's in trouble. He has no return shot. He can't use that hand. Oh gosh, this is bad. Well, I think Grey Cheese is going to have to do something. There's no point sitting on like a spare shot and taking it into the next round, because he doesn't get an extra one. So he's going to have his shot now at this fella here. So he's 12 away. That's medium range. It would be 7, but I'm laying down, so I'm resting weapon. That becomes 6 or more. Yeah, I've hit him. He has luck. He's got it. Used his luck. Luckily, luckily for him, and unluckily for me, I missed. Okay. So, turn-wise, I think Cray Cheese is going to have to stay there trying to cover Bass, and Bass is going to have to run. 10. Right, here he goes. 10 puts him there. He's on his way home. I think Cray Cheese. Okay, let's shoot at that same man again. Should be 8, because 7 because of the range. Drops to 6 because I'm resting weapon. Got him. He's no luck this time. I shot him in the 17s. Oh, that's nasty. I've shot him in the nose. Oh dear. Oh dear. Shot through part of body at chosen. So he's been shot in the nose. So he's been shot through the nose and out the back of his head. Clonk. That's him gone. He's a dead cowboy. Well, that's something. No, it's not. See, this is where I get mixed up. Why was he's got to reload? So that was him reloading. In which case, forget all that. He didn't do that. I can't shoot. I don't want to miss a turn reloading because they can just run out and swamp me. So he's going to try and come back covering Bass, and instead of using 2 dice, I'm only going to use 1, which means I come back 5, which puts me level with Bass. That's the end of my turn. So let's do the simple stuff. Solomon over here. 7. I think he pistols, not going to hit anybody from there, but he could run forward towards this cover. 5. There's another guy there with a pistol. He'll come out. 4. And the Mexican with the rifle puts himself there with a good chance of a clearance shot. End of turn. Personalities I'm making in this game go first. So Bass gets 6. That's going to take him outside over the hills. Yep, he's off the table. He's gone. And he is going to go 5. Yep, he's off the table and gone. So, experience-wise, Bass only gets 1. Cray Cheese gets 1. And as regards that injury, I now go back to Bass's injury. Okay. Right. So I throw D6. That's going to tell me. And all this is just what we've written on our chart. You can write something completely different. So this is how many weeks he's out of action for. If I get a 6, I then throw again, and it's become months. Okay. So No, 4 weeks. So a month today. So whatever date it is in the Western campaign, I cannot use Bass. Also, because his right hand was injured, here I've got left hand, right hand. So they all now become one worse. 7, 7, 6. And that's because of his hand injury. And that's the end. So that's the last Western game I'm going to do for a little while. I'm going to be playing a game with a friend from the War Games Club. I think we'll do Stargrave tomorrow, and hopefully he'll give me permission to film the Stargrave. Not necessarily all of it, but a little bit to put out here for you to have a look at. So I hope you're having a lovely time. I hope things are feeling good, and I hope I've given you some inspiration for some easy to play, make it up yourself, don't worry if it goes wrong, have a laugh, skirmish game. And I'm going to call it, another video earlier I was talking what to call it. I'm going to call it My Spurs They Jingle, Jangle, Jingle. So there we go. And I'll sing you a theme tune. I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, as I go riding merrily along. I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Ta-ra, Chuck.